Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's I'm sort of scattered this morning, although it may be more than just this morning. We had thunderstorms through the night, and I didn't sleep well with all the thunderstorms. So, um, here's some of the highs and lows of the last 24 hours. Last night, around 10 o'clock, I was like, yes, I have finished the blanket. There's the sister bears, then the brother bears with the bow ties. So I told the customer I was going to give it a gentle wash before I sent it, because I did take it along to the family trip when we went down to Erie a few weeks ago, and I had it in a bag that I put down on the floor of the car, and some snow dripped off my granddaughter's boot onto the blanket, and there was one little muddy spot that I brushed off, but I want the blanket to be totally clean before I send it to the customer. So, I messaged her like, oh, I'm going to finish it today. Well, then at 6:30 this morning, I'm sitting out in my chair because I woke up at 6 and I couldn't sleep. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I forgot the paws. I have a Ziploc bag, a gallon Ziploc bag somewhere up on my chair that has 10 little bear paws that need to have little black lines embroidered for the division of the toes, and then all 10 need to be sewn onto this blanket. So I am not done. Okay. But I did, once I thought I was finished with that last night, I did get, no, this wasn't last night. This was 2 nights ago. I did get a couple more butter lambs made to restock my listing. And good thing, because last night I got another order. Oh, another like highs and lows of this morning. Most of these, I haven't done it with the newest ones, but they will have, none of these, okay, they will have a little sticker on the bottom that gives the letter, because I have so many different sizes, and I am trying to do more in the same size, like not just one little one, have a couple of A's. So this one is A1, this one is A2. So this morning, I'm searching through this bin, trying to find C1. There's A1, there's A2, there's D1, there's D2, there's D1, 2, 3, but there's no C1. Did I sell it and not remember? No. When I got the order the day before, I took C1 out of here and put it up here on the dresser so I could ship it out. And then I forgot I put it there. I'm working on a little project that turned out to be not so little. It's a mushroom purse where you make this little cup and then you make a cap that goes on it, and the strap comes up through the top of the mushroom, so you slide the cap up and down to close the purse. Well, I think the purse went up to 42 stitches, and the cap was supposed to go up to 48, but I was just using extra yarn, so I don't think the yarn was the same weights. I think the purse was a thicker yarn than the cap, so I went up to 48, and the cap wasn't like fitting down over the purse, so I went up to 54, and it still seemed like a sort of tight fit. So now I'm up to 60, and then I've got to do 9 rows even. So 9 rows even at 60 stitches. That's not a little project, but that's almost done. I would like to get that done today or tomorrow, because that's part of my mystery yarn challenge for February. the yarn for the cap of the mushroom. Mystery Yarn Challenge. It is almost the end of February, so Lori over at Armchair Chef is taking, like asking people to sign up, taking sign-ups, that's it, for the March Mystery Yarn Challenge. Now, I've had fun with these, where you send yarn to someone and you get yarn from someone, although there are other options. If you're just looking like, oh, I don't need more yarn, what I need to do is finish up the stuff I have started, there is a works in progress only, where you just send her pictures of what you're working on, and when you finish it, you send a picture of that, and that puts you into one of her drawings. But you can send yarn and receive yarn, and there are other options like only send yarn, only receive yarn. But it's fun. I'm looking around to see if I, off the top of my head, can pull, or off the top of my head, off the end of my arm, some of the colors that I received were in this. This month I got this blue and the red, and there was a brown. Where's the, I don't see him. I'm not gonna risk knocking my phone over to try to dig something up. But in a day or two, I will have a picture of the yarn that I received and the projects that I made from the yarn. It's not as big and as impressive as last month, because the baby blanket just overwhelmed my time this month. And one more, high and low. I have been seeing, okay, let's get a little coffee before we get into the story. On Facebook, I have been seeing ads from thriftbooks.com for a dinosaur amigurumi book. And it's called, I think, Crochet Dinosaur Playful Creatures or something like that. I will see if I can get a picture in here. Or I went to Thrift Books and I was looking for it. All they have is a picture of the cover. There's no pictures of what's inside. So I went to some other websites trying to see if there was a picture of the inside of the book. Only 6 patterns. And I think on Amazon it was selling for close to $20, and on Thrift Books it was selling for $10. Okay. If there's only 6 patterns in there, I want to know what those 6 patterns are before I go spending the money on this. I wasn't going to buy it in February. I'm sticking to my guns. I am not spending unnecessary, not making unnecessary purchases in February. Although we got one credit card bill, and I was like, why is this so high? And then my husband reminded me that he got a set of new tires. So, okay, that's why it's so high. Okay. They were necessary to pass inspection next month. I went to Amazon and was looking on Amazon to see if they had any pictures of the inside. They didn't. But then I noticed that the reviews were not good. Not good at all. So I clicked on the reviews and I started reading the reviews. And like one person said, the cover dinosaur is the only good pattern. It's the only pattern worth buying in the whole book. Or the only pattern worth making. Ooh. Another person said the entire book is black and white. I expected color pictures. Okay. Somebody else said that the inside was pictures. The pictures and text were a little blurry, as if it was a screenshot of a Kindle screen. Ooh. Another person said, oh, this isn't what I wanted at all. I'm sending it back. So I made the decision. I'm not getting that book. Nope, 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 nope. I just might order a new book in March. It depends. You know, we'll see how. After my first craft show, I might be in a spending mood. Last night, I got a message on Etsy. A customer asking me if I could make a horseradish. I do have an Etsy listing that has various vegetables. It's got carrot, beet, spring onion, potato, tomato. It did have corn. I sold the corn. So she said she was making up a traditional Ukrainian Easter basket, and one thing they put in the basket is horseradish, and she's making it up for a nephew as a basket of toys. Okay, so I Googled horseradish and found some pictures. Put one up there. And I said, yeah, I can do that. Okay, I'll go add horseradish to the listing. So I thought she was just going to order. She'd mentioned a butter lamb. I thought it was just going to be a butter lamb and a horseradish. She ordered like 6 items. So I'm in the black. Yay! Until I add my Etsy fees in for the month. That might knock me down back to the red again, but for one brief shining moment, I am enjoying the fact that I am in the black in February, which is very unusual. So the butter lamb orders are kicking in. I haven't gotten any. I think I did get one request. It's like, okay, how many people are going to message me saying, can I have the pattern? And sorry, butter lambs are pretty much the only orders I get from mid-February until Easter. So I sort of like having the corner on the market to keep things going through that month. So I've made the decision, I'm not going to write up this pattern, I'm not going to release it and all that. I'm just going to churn out butter lambs as fast as I can until Easter and just hope they keep flying out the door. Because after a slow month in January, February is above average for number of Etsy sales, the amount sold on Etsy, and average sales overall. So we're above average this month. Haven't set any records, but doing better than January. That is good. So I'm going to head off to work. And when I get home from work, I'm going to sew paws onto the blanket, get that washed, try to finish up the mushroom, and then I'll probably do a couple butter lambs. But tonight is church night. I have to be back at church. So that takes a couple hours out of my crafting time. Should I pout? There's time to craft. Off to work. I need to get to work. In the rain. It was raining so much last night. Oh, it was so loud. But it wasn't snow. We didn't get a blizzard. There are good things. It's still warm out. So focus on the positive. And there are probably some areas of the country that are experiencing drought and would really like the rain. So I shouldn't be like, it's raining and I have to sew paws on. No. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. I have my first craft show in, is it 2.5 weeks? This week is March 2nd, so that's half, 9th, 16th, 2.5 weeks. Like the way I count? Half, 9th, 16th, 2.5. Okay. 2.5 weeks. This is the one down at my daughter's house. If you can look at that, my husband gave me this big stopwatch thing that's counting down so I don't go over 16 minutes and not be able to upload my video. This is the show down by my daughter's house at Blackhawks. I'll see if I can find another picture to put up there, where in the back hallway there are all these little cubby holes that I can put my stuff into. and I can just display so many little things. So I don't have to take as much stuff. I can really spread stuff out. It really grabs people's attention. They have like this whole wall, or 6 feet of little cubby holes filled with stuff. So hopefully that will encourage some sales. Oh, and I have a show that I need to register for. Okay, that's another thing. I really need to get back to putting stuff on my to-do list because I'm getting forgetful. So, off to work. Bye-bye.